let's click start recording. And welcome back to YouTube audience for what will be CLG FC episode 111. So thank you so much for joining us. 111. Chesterton Durnan District under 21s is the marquee matchup. That is a relegation, I guess 6 point. I don't want to say it's a 6-pointer, but it's definitely a relegation battle. That's for sure. So 11, no, it's 111. Did I say 11? Don't tell me I said 11. It's 111. So I did say 11, didn't I? Fucking hell, Zig. ah, ah, yeah. Oh boy. No, you didn't. Okay, I thought I did, but 111. So, uh, I thought for a minute I did in my, uh, you know, drunken stupor or whatever. So, whatchamacallit? Um, we do a one, one. Anyway, not drunken stupor. I don't want to say drunken stupor. I'm not drunk. I just, I don't know. I'm just an idiot, Zig. At times, I'm a really big idiot. So, uh, anyway, let's move on. So, sorry, I didn't see the command. Ask me because I'm doing an Italian Serie A club, and I'd like to create a team. That's impossible to do with the game official in-game editor. So I'm wondering if it's possible with FMRTE. I believe it is, but you can create at the start of your save. I take it you're not. I take it you're not at the beginning of a save, right? Like it's a save you already have, but you should be able to do that. You will have to. You can't create a team, Lino, but you can edit a team, essentially, right? So it won't let you create a team, but it will let you take an existing club and you can edit all the information, including the club name and all that stuff with it. So, but you can't actually create a team from scratch. You need to do the create a club at the start of your FM save or go into the actual editor. And I don't mean the in-game editor here. I mean the actual database editor and edit it from within there if you want to do that. Otherwise, it is what it is. But no, it will let you override things like it'll even let you override current standings, which is kind of crazy. Like I could actually come in and edit all, like it will let you edit the table and whatnot, and points and all that stuff. But it doesn't. Yeah, it would be okay for existing team and make my team B. Yeah, you have to take an existing club in the game and override it. So, but it'll let you do that, but it won't let you create from scratch. So, um, I've never done that with it. So, I had it back on. I want to say 20 was the last time I used it. For anything extensive. Or it might have been, you know what? I had it on an old laptop for 16 and I did that, but it's much easier to go into the actual master database and just create clubs within the database there. Chesterton, Durnan District under 21s. It was Northmore in Chesterton, for Chesterton in the 31st that got them the win. They are 1-0 victors. Manchester Saints Athletic, Walmer Bridge. It's Ashu for Manchester Saints Athletic, who scores in the first half in the 40th. Lynch in the 52nd in the second half for Walmer Bridge. They split the points. That's a big draw for Manchester Saints Athletic, quite frankly. Norcross, I should say, in the 57th with Evans, and Anson in the 74th for AFC Ainsdale. And I remembered this time, Zig, and they drew 1-1. So that actually is a big help for us in terms of winning the title, because Norcross dropped 2 points there. So now we're 16 clear with 6 to play. That's massive, actually. Um, Staconians and Southport and Ainsdale amateurs finished 0-0. And then finally, that's actually a good point for Southport and Ainsdale as well, by the way. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for answering. I appreciate it. You are welcome. Trafford United 2-1 over Burskov Dynamo. Cotton in the 28th before Saunders in the second half in the 57th. And Beresford in the 88th for Burskov Dynamo. Means that Trafford United and their win does not put us in as promoted just yet. At least I don't think so. Oh no, we are. We're promoted. We're going up. We're going up. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, we're not promoted yet. No, we're going up, 100%. So, you know what this is. Oh, you know what this means. It's time. Are we ready? Uh, uh, let's go. Let's go. We are going up. We are going up. We are going up. Said we are going up. There you go. We are going up. It is official. Now all that's left is the title fight. Where the hell was? Here we go. But I didn't realize they draw. That was huge for us actually. So we're going up, promoted to level 14. I actually don't, believe it or not, chat. I do not want to go up to the division directly above. I would rather get reassigned again. And the reason I say that is the division directly above us, I think, only has 10 teams in it. And an 18 game season is like, I'd rather play more games. I'd rather have a 22, a 24, a 26 game season, because if we're going to be good, if you lose a game or two in a 26 game season, it's not going to derail a title challenge. If you lose 2 games in an 18 game season, it very well could derail a title challenge. So, we could respond to this. You must be feeling rather confident going to make it. Yes, we believe in ourselves. This club won't stop. The very best team we can be. That should be enough for my editor. Your editor is cheap as shit, then Scott. You're fucking hell. You ask the same question every year after we get promoted, but we're going up to level 14. That feels good. So there was that. I meant to look at the. You know what? I meant to look at the pyramid, and I think I'll do that in a moment once we finish processing here. So this is it's 2 Japanese guys who are the number 30 and the number 35 seed playing against each other in the archery. That's tight. West Ham, is that Spurs they beat? Yeah, baby. Let's go. I always love it when West Ham beats Spurs. Who doesn't? Shit, we're up to 6 now. That's good. The pyramid, right? So we're in the Mid Lancashire District League First Division. If we were to go up to the Mid Lancashire District League Premier Division, there was only 10 teams in this division. This is an 18 game season. Now remember, we came from the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League. So if we got reassigned back to that old division, actually that's even worse. That's a 16 game season. That's awful. Imagine how difficult this division must be. Only the champions go up and the worst 2 go down. That is awful. That's an awful. I mean, it's the same way with this division, but there's one more team, man. You're in a division with 9 teams. You got a 16 game season. You could be fed to the wolves, man. The only other thing I think we could be is the Lancashire Amateur League Division 1. Maybe we get in there. That wouldn't be too bad, but 3 teams going down is pretty egregious at this level. I mean, you're literally relegating a quarter of the division. So there's a team called White Lion and then Eagly. Nice. So Bury Grammar School Old Boys Reserves. What a name. Uh, what a name. So, but yeah, this wouldn't be too bad if we got reassigned here. I just don't know if we're in Lancashire. Uh, is the club technically Lancashire? If we're in, uh, if we're based in Lytham St.Anne's, is that not Lancashire? Lytham St.Anne's. That is Lancashire. The borough of Fylde in Lancashire. So, hopefully that we could get into the Lancashire. That wouldn't be bad. I think that would be probably best for us actually. I don't think we'll get reassigned there. I think we'll be I think we're going straight up, unfortunately. But hey, we'll make do wherever we land. So, you know what's funny? I was talking to a guy over the week or I think it was last weekend, right? I was talking to this guy who I'm going to commentate this Unreal tournament for, this event for an Unreal tournament, right? And he's like, "Oh, you can do the event from your own channel because you have 1,900 followers, and that's more than anybody in the Unreal Tournament community has." And I'm like, first off, I never even thought of it like that was a huge amount. Second off, I didn't even know I had that many followers on Twitch, and I'm like, third off, I didn't like I mean, I would gladly take it because in between matches I'll run ads or whatever and give myself the ability to actually step away and take a break. You know what I mean? But as opposed to relying on a producer from another channel. You know what I mean? Well, I guess they could just give me the stream key. I guess that doesn't make sense, right? They could just give me the stream key now that I think about it. But that's the nice part is I don't have to change my whole. I don't have to change anything. I could just stream it here, which is going to be good. But it just caught me by surprise. I'm like, oh, I thought you guys would have had like a dedicated tournament channel. But again, the game is so old. Um, no, you guys are going to remind me in 1 month to do that. Okay. The game is so old that I guess that's fine. We're just gonna go through that suit and tie. Yeah, exactly. Uh, the game is so old that like I'm sure most of these tournaments are not like they're community run is what I meant to say. It's not like an ESL or something or any other tournament event that I did like for community gaming where it's like no this has to be on the community gaming channel or this has to be on the FlyQuest channel or this has to be on the whatever you know what I mean it's just it's the prize pool is literally slapped together from all the competitors. So you were watching the rugby earlier. It's that championship again, right? That Southern Hemisphere championship. Was that the one you were watching? Like with South Africa and Argentina and whomever else is in that competition, right? No, this is the club one. Okay. South African domestic or English domestic? Uh, we have to do leagues and focus. How many days do we have until the next match? 11 days. We'll do it a little further along in the episode. Ireland, Wales, Scotland, Italy, and South African clubs. Oh, it's an international competition? Um, is it like a Club World Cup for the rugby? The infrastructure in rugby and the competition structure is something I never fully like learned. Nah, it is every year. Okay, I'm still kinda lost, but uh, they also put each club plays in their own domestic league. Yeah, yeah, of course, but they also put up a transnational team. Okay, I don't like I. It's called the United Rugby Championship. Okay, United Rugby Championship is an annual rugby competition involving professional teams from Ireland, Italy, Scotland, South Africa, and Wales. Uh, the championship represents the highest level of domestic club or franchise rugby in each of its constituent countries. But that doesn't make that. Hang on, time out. Hang on. Isn't there is a Champions League for rugby? I thought that was the Heineken Cup, right? Oh, guys, just an FYI, this day will take a little while to get through, because it's literally the last day of the transfer window. So just heads up. The Championship is one of the three major professional leagues in Europe, along with the English Premiership and the French Top 14. The most successful teams from which go forward to compete in the highest level continental club competitions, the European Rugby Champions Cup and the Challenge Cup. Since 2022 and 23, despite the name, South African teams have been eligible to qualify for European competitions. The tournament has had a number of names as it's grown. So wait. So what the fuck? And have won it. Okay. Whoa, I didn't mean to click Sheamus. Go back. Uh, no. The answer is no. So does winning this get you into the European Champions Cup? Like, is that, or is this just another competition? Oh, they play in regional shield pools. This is so okay. Hold on. Hang 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 on. This is the most confusing shit ever. There is a United Rugby Championship League standing, and then there is also regional shield pools. How the fuck does this make sense to anybody? This makes very little sense. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure it does with a little bit of explaining, but I feel like it requires a lot of explaining. This is like Champions Path versus League Path in Champions League qualifying. Nobody actually knows what the hell it is. It is bonkers. Okay, I'm glad you agree. But are you talking about the Sharks 33 to 30 win over the Dragons today? where each team got a bonus point. Is that what you're talking about? Oh my God, guys! I just want to get done the 31st, please, please. Oh, thank you. Yep. All right. Nice. You scored a try in the 4th minute of added time. Wow. That's crazy, actually. Sharks scored a try in the 84th minute. Yeah. And Sharks are based in Durban? Is that what it is? And where are Durban? Durban are on the east coast of South Africa. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Whoops. I was thinking, by the way, uh, oh, I don't know, actually. That's where my brother lives, and I lived there all through high school. Okay. Nice. Let's get. Uh, there we go. Um, there's our finances. We're not. Where did the income come in from this month, or why do we have two? I don't even know. Uh, God, the 5 clubs have all asked for. Okay, I think we held on to everybody though, right? It is the first now, right? I think we've held on to everybody at least. Yes, we have. We managed to survive the transfer window. Congratulations. That's a save. That is pretty with the pier right there. That's very pretty. You want to see? You want to see where? Want to see here? Uh, oh, come on. Open the image. Come on. Oh, I just clicked Discord, not the wrong. People have called it the Miami of South Africa. It kind of gives off that vibe from that photo. This is where I went to school. That's the look of the campus. And this is the Wikipedia article about it. And that was the last degree I ever got. I have a degree in, I have a bachelor's degree in liberal arts from there. So, but it's somehow that photo or talking about high school, it reminded me of that. I was like, oh yeah. So the big giant red doors with the grates on it. So wow. That's like the third building as well. They used to be downtown where Roman is. Not that you know where that is, I know, but still the point is they used to be down near there, which is pretty much center city, and then they moved to where they're at now, Ogonsanolney Avenue. Uh, I want to say they moved there in like the mid 1930s, and they've been there ever since. So, and you could tell the moment you walk in the building because it's old, very old. All right. Warning for those on Twitch, you will have ads coming in 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. So just an FYI, but we won't be into the next game by then. We just got past the transfer window. I'm surprised it didn't take longer to get past the transfer window because usually they tend to be very intensive, processing heavy moments. But I think because the database is down to 190,000, we are we're getting through it a little bit quicker. Um, Again, once the off season hits, then the database will really be fly. What is? Oh, is this your high school? That is the most South African looking high school, by the way, in terms of the architecture. Like, come on, man. That looks very, you know what I mean? Like, you ever see those videos of like Jack Harvey? Yeah, I'm not offering him a professional contract. You ever see those videos of like the rugby in high school in South Africa? And you can see the school in the background, and then it's just like that flat patch of grass, and they're all just going at each other. Uh, that's what that photo reminds me of right there. But hey, there's a van and that's selling tacos. You want to go? You up, Zig? There's a van in that foot. There's a oh god. There's a tent selling boba next to a truck selling tacos. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. It's actually quite nice. It looks quite nice. I will say that. Wardrobe Shine says Moose finds fitness. Did we lose again? Please don't tell me we lost again. No, we won. Wardrobe in the 59th. That's the only goal. And we beat Curzon Ashton under 18s, who were sixth. Dulwich Hamlet, uh, they drew. So I think they drew. No, they won. So we're still 8 back. I can tell you those weren't there when when I went to school there. That's a shame. So uh yeah. I'm looking at Multicultural Week now at Central because fucking that was always the funnest week, man. I loved Multicultural Week at Central. A lot of people are like, I don't know why there's such a push against DEI stuff nowadays. Because I'm like, look, uh, some of the best experiences I had are with people who've come from DEI initiatives. You know what I mean? Like, who went through the whole high school. I was the first full high school graduating class who went through the whole high school there. That's only like that's Zig. That's only got to be like 20 years ago, mate. So that school's fairly new. Yeah, because the school was brand new. Yeah. 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 Multicultural Week at Central was 25. Yeah. You could have just taken the 20, brother. I was doing you a favor. Come on, Sig. Anyway, um, Anyway. We've got, what, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. Let's apply advice here. And let's also, again, do more team building the week we don't have a match. I like to, whenever we have a week that there's no match, there needs to be team building exercises. So just to keep the team really glued together. Um, so I think it's worked quite well. We have a pretty tightly knit group now. Uh, we are 5 days away from the next fixture. We need to do leagues in focus. I haven't forgot that. We will do that in a moment. Um, they started work in January 1999. I remember when we went to an event in the middle of the construction site, smack in the middle of a sugarcane field, and they showed pics and stuff. And now it's been a fully fledged school for 25 years. That's amazing. Uh, yes, you may end McKendy's training. The remainder, you were to remind me in a month. Jack Harvey going on loan. I agree with that. Twinkle. No, 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 no. We're good. Let's keep moving on. We'll do leagues in focus tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Whew, great shot. So, well, why don't we do it now? It just popped up. Here we go. Leagues in focus. MLS still yet to start. They're only about 2 weeks away from doing so, though, to be fair to them. 2 or 3 weeks. Over in the Premier League, City still top. It's now by 11 points, by the way. City lead the league by 11 points. Over Newcastle, Arsenal are third, Villa's fourth, Spurs are fifth, Liverpool is sixth, West Ham are now up to seventh, but they've lost 2 straight, unfortunately. Um, Man United are ninth. Chelsea are down in 13th place. At the bottom, Leeds are 9 points clear of the drop over Sunderland. Burnley are 10 adrift in 19th. Norwich 12 adrift in 20th. Sky Bet Championship, Crystal Palace still lead the league by 3 points over Sheffield United now, who are above the playoff places by a point over Wolves, or Wolverhampton Wanderers, Sheffield Wednesday, Coventry City, and Rotherham United. West Bromwich Albion and Bristol City are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Barnsley, who are 2 points clear of the drop in 20th. Reading are only above the drop on goal difference by 3 goals over Lincoln City, who are 22nd. Huddersfield Town are 23rd, 6 points adrift. Derby County, 24th, also 6 points adrift. Sky Bet League One, Swansea lead the league by 2 points over the scum of Millwall, who are 8 points clear of the playoff places. 6 points clear of the playoff places over Stoke City, Oxford United, Salford City, and Wimbledon. Plymouth Argyle and Preston North End are both 3 goals in goal difference on the outside looking in. Bolton Wanderers, 5 points on the outside looking in, down in 9th. At the bottom, Exeter City and Wycombe Wanderers have climbed a point above the drop over Blackpool, who are 21st. Cambridge United are 22nd, 2 points adrift. Cheltenham Town, 4 points adrift in 23. Forest Green Rovers are 8 points adrift in 24th. Sky Bet League 2, it's still Tranmere, who are 2 points clear of the league over Rochdale. They lead Milton Keynes by 7 points, and Milton Keynes themselves are a point above the playoff places over Crawley Town, Shrewsbury Town, Newport County, and Colchester United. Bristol Rovers are outside the playoff places by a goal on the goal difference. Bradford City, Notts County, Carlisle United, and 12th place Woking are all 3 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, It's Grimsby Town and Altrincham who have climbed a point above the drop over Doncaster Rovers in 23rd. Accrington Stanley are 5 points adrift in 24th. Vanarama National, the big one we're all watching. AFC Filed are 8 points clear of the league. It was 7. It's now 8 points clear over Southend United, York City, Solihull Moors, South Shields, Gillingham, and Scunthorpe United. Dagenham and Redbridge are 5 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Macclesfield have climbed out of the drop. They have gotten 2 wins and a draw in their last 3 games, which means they have climbed out of the drop. They're 2 points above the drop, along with Eastleigh. Dorchester Town or they're both, I should say, Macclesfield and Eastleigh 2 points above the drop over Dorchester Town in 21st. Hartlepool United are 9 points adrift in 22nd. Barnet are 11 points adrift in 23rd. Ebbsfleet Town is 16 points adrift in 24th. So, uh, Macclesfield up to 19th. Who'd they beat? I'll tell you what, fair play, because not only have they won 2 and drew 1, okay, the draw versus Dorchester is pretty bad. You're hoping you beat them. They're a fellow relegation candidate. But they played York City, and they played, who else did they play? Solihull Moors, and both of those are playoff teams, and both of those Macclesfield has beaten. And that's 2 incredibly quality wins, it has to be said, for Mac. So 19th there. The league directly, I'll look at that in a second. The league directly above us, Catton United, now still clear of the league only by 4 goals in the goal difference over Shevington. Old Mancunians and AFC Blackpool Reserves are 7 points back. They have 6 to play in this league. Litherland under 21s, Litherland under 18s are a point above the drop over Middleton and Overton Sports. East Manchester are at the bottom, 5 points adrift. That's leagues in focus. Let's keep moving on. Let's look at this. This is the whole school campus, kindergarten, primary, and high schools, including top quality field hockey, pool, and tennis court. Holy shit, that's big. That's insane. I love how it's an outdoor pool. Like, usually pools like that are indoor pools. High school is far right, primary's in the middle, kindergarten's far left. That's crazy, man. It looks like the elevation is quite high as well. Like, that is nuts, actually. Yeah, we ain't got anything like that. I went to one place for grade school, another place for middle school, another place for high school. There was nothing like that for me. I actually went to 2 really bad schools up until 8th grade. My elementary school was a Catholic school, and it was bad. It was really bad. There was a lot of bullying. Uh, it was very, like, kind of run. You know what I mean? It was like a dictatorship. Uh, there was nothing for kids in terms of after school activities or any sort of help. I mean, if you didn't perform, they just punished you, and that's pretty brutal when you're a young kid. My grade school was a brand new school that I went to, or my middle school. Sorry, my middle school was a brand new school that I went to, and they actually got caught up in a massive scandal. Um, that was like involved money laundering and drugs between the principal and one of my former teachers that I had for a whole 2 years there at the school. Yeah, that is nice. That's very nice. So, um, volume warning. No, I muted it. I was watching. Uh, but I did the view is insane. Actually, it's a very nice campus. That's a very nice campus, I will say that. Uh, and then I went to Central. So, and now you had to apply to get in to Central. That was the crazy thing. Central was not. Central was a public. So the city of Philadelphia, they have public schools, which are like neighborhood schools. So I lived in the northeast of the city, and a lot of kids went to Northeast High School, right? If you lived in Olney, there was Olney High School. You know what I mean? If you lived in Strawberry Mansion, there was Strawberry Mansion High School. Things like that, right? um, but Central, even though it was a public school, because it was very prestigious, you had to apply to get in, and you had to take something called a Cat 7, which was or the CATs, and they were essentially the very first standardized test you took as a student, and yeah, an American standardized test, and you took it in 7th grade, and you could take it again in 8th if you wanted to, but you took it in 7th grade, and if you had reading and math at the time, and each was weighted out of 100. So 99 was the I'm sorry, 99. 99 was the max you could get. Central required you get an 88 or more in both skills, math and reading. And I got a 99 on math, and I got an 87 on reading. And I applied to go to Central anyway because my math was perfect. I was like, listen, I aced this test. Like, um, decent turnout, around 90 tickets expect to be sold. Okay. Uh, the existing points total for the club in a season is 53, by the way. Um, but yeah, I remember there was a guy who was, and I absolutely couldn't stand him when I was in 7th, 8th grade. He was an asshole, and he told me I would never get into Central. And what do you call it? Just one. We put ourselves in best position. Yes. Yes. What? I2I International Soccer Academy? Who the No. Nope, that's nothing to do with us. Uh, no, I'm not nervous at all. Uh, okay, cool. We're done the press conference. But yeah, he applied to get into Central and he didn't get it. I think he had something like a 8 to 9K per year. Well, my parents had to pay a ton for me to go to school. 8 to 9K per year for 5 years. Jesus. Yeah, no, public school was free. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Philly's being taken over? Okay, that's interesting. But anyway, yeah. And I remember he didn't get in. His math was something like a 94, but his reading was like a 80. And they didn't pick him, and they called me and accepted me. I went to Central for 4 years. Great school. Great school. And that was cheap compared to the other one school I did get into. Oh yeah, it's weird because I got into my first choice for high school, and then when I came out at college, I didn't get into any of my choices. I went to like my fifth or sixth choice. Here's the thing, I went to this thing, right? I went to a college fair when I was in 8th grade, and I met the admissions officer or the head of admissions at University Alabama Birmingham, right? Or no, University Alabama Huntsville. So, and I said, look, I'm a young kid, and they said, look, we would love to have you. Do well in high school, and we'll have you. And I said, well, what do you need? And they were like, we need like a 2.5 GPA. So I was like, all right, cool, that's easy. You know what I mean? 2.5 GPA for high school is easy. I came out of high school with a 3.1. I kept in contact with them my whole 4 years in Central. I'm senior. I'm applying for colleges. I applied at the University of Alabama Huntsville. They declined me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? My SAT which was out of 1600 at the time, right? uh, I got a 1080 on my SAT, and it was out of 1600. Now that's very middle of the road. That's not below average, but that's not above average. I think the average test score for the SAT was like a 1020 or 1040. So I was like bang on average in my high school standardized test. Uh, I think the SAT literally stands for Standardized Assessment Test. Um, but yeah, it's a test everybody takes when they're coming out, going and trying to apply for colleges. And how do you work out GPA? Because that's a very U.S. thing. It's letter graded. So, for example, a F is worth 0, a D is worth 1, a C is worth 2, a B is worth 3, and an A is worth 4, right? And then you have stuff like an A minus would be like 3.66, a B plus would be like 3.33, and your GPA is basically just a culmination of all of those letter grades averaged out into a number. And that's all GPA is. It's a very archaic system, if I'm honest with you. But um, they University of Alabama Birmingham or Huntsville was basically telling me you can be a C plus student or a B minus student and we'll take you. And I was like, great. And I averaged as a B plus student and they didn't take me anyway. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, come on. So I was like, what the shit? So I applied there. I applied Rutgers in New Brunswick, and the thing that killed me about Rutgers was I was going to go to Rutgers in New Brunswick, right? New Jersey. And I applied there, and I hadn't heard anything back. And I applied to University of Bradford, Pennsylvania, and they declined me. And I applied to University of Alabama, Huntsville, they declined me. I actually applied to Virginia Tech. They were my number one school. They waitlisted me. They said I didn't get in because you needed to have, I think they wanted a 3.2 GPA on average, and I had a 3.04. Yeah, so we're about the same. Virginia Tech wanted a 3.2, and I had a 3.1. And I'm like, look, I'm not that far off, right? So they waitlisted me and then never called me. Um, Bradford, Pennsylvania didn't take me. Rutgers and Alabama Huntsville didn't take me, even though I was talking to them for 5 years. So I applied to the one out west in Western PA that I did, and they turn around and they're like, "We need to know if you're coming here by the third week, the end of the third week of April, right? Because we got to prepare for you to come." So I was like, "Okay," and that seemed to be the average. Most of the colleges that my friends or myself applied to, they wanted a final decision by the end of the April, right? Was basically it. I had heard nothing from Rutgers. And after Virginia Tech turned me down and Alabama Huntsville turned me down, I'm like, Rutgers is like the one I would like to go to then. I hear nothing from them. I call them. I hear nothing from them. So finally, I'm like, look, you're the only college that's actually taken me. So, yes, I'll be coming to this college out in Western PA. 2 weeks after I give them the final decision, Rutgers sends me a giant packet this thick that says, "Congratulations, you've been accepted." I'm like, you motherfuckers. Like, really? So, yeah, it was that was unfortunate. Then I went to a really crap school out in Western PA that doesn't even exist anymore. It's been merged with another school because it's done that poorly. Um, the other high school was 12K per year. Wow. Uh, I got into UIMS, UMIST, sorry, UMIST, but didn't get financial aid for it, so you couldn't go. That sucks. So you went to UKZN in Peter Maritzburg, which was terrible. Yeah, I went to a terrible college as well. California University of Pennsylvania, absolutely awful college. Um, anyway, uh, Counterlogic under 18s held as Crosby and Presses we drew. Tricep scored in the 58th after Hawkins scored a pen in the 24th. And we drew Tamworth under 18s, which aren't even a great side, 1-1. That's pushed Dulwich Hamlet out, 7 points now? And they have a game in hand. I think they've pretty much got this on lock. So Mukendi is fit. He's recommended to be limited to 75 minutes of action. We aren't even going to give him 75 minutes of action, mate. We're not even fixing to give him 75 minutes. He comes in off the bench, but we are going to have to at least name him in the squad again, right? So team selection: Werner, Norris is coming out. Simon Roger Mukendi is coming in. Can I undo that, please? Undo. Where's undo? Is there an undo? Undo. Yeah. Mukendi's coming back in for Norris. So we should be good to go there. Let's pause this Unreal Tournament music and get ready for some Burning My Light because we're about to play. We're about to get into it. It is match number, it's CLG FC episode 111. And we are in match number 17 of the season. Here we go. Yes, they've made 2 changes to their starting lineups. And let's, is there like, can I point the finger? Point the finger. Okay, that was not bad. That's not bad. That motivated quite a bit. But here we go. Let's get into it. I'm like you though, Zig. I didn't get financial aid. Not a dime, by the way. People watching on YouTube are going to be so confused as the conversation today. You are right, but I do in the description of all the videos have a link to the Twitch and say this is just a video replay of the Twitch stream and that they should come over to Twitch to watch more and actually interact with the stream. So if you're on YouTube and you get this far in the video, drop us a follow on Twitch, man, because we're totally interactive on Twitch. So, but I was thinking about I need to figure out how to like dual stream it because like people that I follow, like Mia, who I've rated before on this channel. If you like piano music, you would have known or you would have seen that we've rated her a few times. But she is a pianist. And she streams music a lot. She's doing IRL now because we're live. Yeah, exactly. She's doing IRL now because she's on a birthday vacation in Vancouver, which I think is nice. But she multi-streams. And she'll do it where she's live on Kick and on Twitch and on YouTube all at the same time. Mainly now, mostly just YouTube and Twitch. But either way, I think it's like I've seen a lot of people do that, and I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. But you've got to convince me to use more technology that I already don't know how to use. We're at home, by the way, in the blue. Stockton, is it Stockton or Stoconian? Sorry, are in the red. Talk to me off stream. We can set it up. Maybe, yeah. It wouldn't be a bad idea. But also, I like for YouTube cutting these into episodes. You know what I mean? Like I like the little cuts into the episodes. So, I don't know. I haven't fully committed myself to doing it yet, but we'll see. I also have no way to keep up with 2 chats. Like, there's no way I could especially when I play Football Manager, because Football Manager is the only game that I play that is not that when I stream it is not windowed. It's full screen. It's borderless. So if I want to watch the chat, I have to either have it on the phone, or I need to Alt Tab into OBS. So it's like knowing that that's my limitation to begin with. That's a good ball. That's a good goal. Great goal, Cookies. Really good header. Very, very well worked. We will get you an OnlyFans. I don't need no OnlyFans, damn it. I got nothing to sell there. There we go. We are 1-0 in the lead over Staconians. Remember, a win here could win the title for us. So, but yeah, that's my only limitation, is to be able to read the YouTube chat as well. I saw something, you know who does a really good job of that, actually? I will say. And it works well for him because a majority of his viewers are on YouTube. But Kent Hammer, right? He has it. Staconians from Stockport. Listen. I thought it was Stockton at first. I thought it was going to be like LA represent. You know what I mean? Thought Dre was going to show up as the owner, but no. Anyway, it's yeah, Kent Hammer has it so that if somebody types a message on YouTube, it automatically posts it in his Twitch chat as well. And it says YouTube. It says username, YouTube, and then it has the message they type. And I'm like, now that is a useful feature. Now, the people that also have the chats, on their screen at all times. Like, let's say I put it above here, like right over here. And they have it where no matter where you post, it appears in order. That's useful because there's some streamers I watch who are Korean, and they stream on, I think it's Chiswick, which is like CHZZK or something like that, right? But they stream on Chiswick, and they stream on Twitch, and some of them stream on Chiswick, Twitch, and YouTube. And whether you post on YouTube, or you post on Chiswick, or you post on Twitch, it appears in that chat. And I'm like, that's useful. Oh, come on. We couldn't collect that. That's nice as a viewer because I can see the conversation going in real time all the time. Can't read half of it because most of it's in Korean for those streamers, especially the ones on Chiswick, but still, it's nice to know that that's possible to do. You know what I mean? So, it's just an OBS plugin. Yeah, I figured as much. So, I know the dual streaming is just an OBS plugin. I'm sure the chat concatenating itself into one is probably the same plugin, if not just another simple one. If you ever want to do it, tell me. We'll do. Oh, what a goal! Twinkle! That's absolutely fantastic, man. Holy moly. Twinkle. Oh, what a strike. Twinkle, twinkle, you little star. Twinkle Rocket League. His name is like Twinkle RL because he plays a lot of Rocket League. So Twinkle Rocket League with a banger. An absolute gem of a goal. And it's 2-0 early. Staconians aren't even a bad side, man. So we're just having we're having arguably the best season of the 6 so far. Twinkle Rockets CLG to the league. There you go. I like that. Very well done. Oh, Sticky! There it is. 16th goal of the season for Snicky. 16 goals in 17 games in the league. That's just well worked. That's just really good. That's just so good. That's just so good. Let's go. I'm trying to find just at the clip of Alan Partridge going, liquid football. You know what I mean? That's a great clip, by the way. That's just anyway. I do need to get a soundboard or like a blurb going. That'd be nice as well. I'm a simple man though. I don't actually work on any of these things that would be good ideas. That's just the nature of the beast, I guess. So I saw a really good Instagram about that today. Somebody was like, it was this lady comedian up on stage, and she was like, listen, she goes, if you want to find yourself a man, she's like, don't change him. You're not gonna change him. She's like, I've had 3 marriages. You're not gonna change him. How you get him when you're dating? That's exactly how he's gonna be, or worse, when you marry him. And she's like, you know what I mean? She was like, that's just the way it is. And she said, if you operate under the premise, she said something like, if you operate under the premise that men are very simple and women are very complex, then your life will instantly improve. And I'm like, listen, she's not wrong though. Like, at least when it comes to me, she's not wrong. All right, here we go. Pen time. Yeah, let's go. It's 4. Only my second goal of the season. Four first half goals. That's fantastic. We could very well be on our way to winning the league. .39th minute, man. We're already 4-0 up. Here's Parks with the ball. Cookies. So Parks, Spats, back to Parks, cut side. That's fine too. Jack kind of dribbles it. Like, Jack should have taken a touch to move it towards space. But Sheamus runs it down. All right, Sheamus, well done. Cookie Spaps. Go on, Spaps. That was a terrible finish. That was a really weak shot. So that should be the half, really. We might get one more highlight out of it. 2 minutes of added time. Yep, here's a Kunekun with a free kick. Are we going to get the Kunekun special? Oh, we almost got it. Four 4-0 at the half. Outstretched arms. You're doing brilliantly. Keep it going. Everybody on the bench is complacent for some reason, probably because they're not playing. But here is second half underway. So, oh, what a ball! Go on! Oh, that was begging to be 5. That was begging to be 5. That ball. Goal. Ah. Cookies. That's done well. Back to me. Jack. Where's Jack going? Twinkle. Okonikun. Oh, good run from Sheamus. He started it early to give himself the separation. Now back for Frack. I was gonna say you can go inside. He doesn't really have an option, but if he had gotten it in a tight space turned and this came forward, my eye came forward, then it could be played back into space center and pivot off there. So here's Twinkle, myself, Cookies. Good touch. Oh, he's blasted it. Hey, Benny, you want to see one of my old golf clubs? Sure. As in, like, wait, hold on. Wait, you mean like the actual club you play at? Yeah, absolutely. I thought you meant like an actual old golf club you had. Like, here's a 5-iron I've had for like 40 years or something. You know what I mean? I was going to be like, why are you still carrying it around? No, if it's a YouTube link, it's very clearly a golf club you play at. What is this? Kloof Country Club. Nah, I lost my 5-iron. I've lost my 9-iron. That's what kills me. Ooh, that lake. We are 4-0 to the good. Play golf in Durban, South Africa. I love how it's literally just music and close-ups of stuff. Like, why we zoomed in on a guy on the phone? It is nice, though. Oh, that's nice. Bit of elevation in it as well. Okay, now we're zoomed in on tennis balls. Is there a tennis court there as well? And squash. This reminds me of a place I always wanted to become a member of, but it's insanely expensive. There it is, Snicky. We're sorry. Cut the video. We've got ourselves another goal. Lovely stuff from Snicky. The 6 hill is crazy uphill. If that's the one that was on the video, it looks that case. Oh, hold on. Go back. Oh, my God. My tabs are all over the place. Here we go. It's only the 54th minute, too, and we're smoking them 5-0. Let me go back to this video. Oh, there are tennis courts there. I see it. Why did this not load? I would totally play there. One thing that I was looking at was, let me see if I can find a video on it. Here we go. Gap course flyover. So there's a place called Gap means Golfers Association of Pennsylvania. So and a cricket oval. Yes, there's a place like that semi near me, believe it or not. I've always wanted to be a member here. And it's the Philadelphia Cricket Club. And oh, go on, score? No. The crazy thing about it is the Philadelphia Cricket Club has 2 places, right? Oh my God, did she really score a 4 on that arrow? Oh my Lord. Oh no, that's the set points. I'm stupid. I was like, well, no, that's the set points. No, what I was gonna say is, so there's two places, there's two, I guess, entrances or locations for locations. Is what I meant to say for Philadelphia Cricket Club, and the one has a cricket ground, and they also have tennis courts, and they have 2 or 3 golf courses. They have squash courts, pickleball, everything, dining areas. It's extremely hard to become a member because the entrance fee is astronomically high. And on top of that, the dress code is extremely strict. Um, and they do not allow guests. So even if you're a member, you can't bring a guest. And I'm like, so it's hard. And you have to be sponsored by somebody at the club to get into the club. It's not just if you pay the membership fee, you can be a member. So you have to be sponsored to get in as well. I think the membership fee is like $20,000 to $25,000 a year. It's fucking expensive. Great block parks. Yes, but it is really nice. But I asked the one year because I was just totally interested in becoming a member. I'm like, yo, what's it got to be, like 5,000? And then they're like, yeah, it's 20,000. And I'm like, no thanks, no thank you at all. But oh, what a save, Brot! What an unbelievable save from Brot! Oh my God, that was and then Snicky just fouls. But what a fucking save that was. Holy moly. Brot keeping his clean sheet alive. Now, I do have 2 people who probably can be subbed out. So we're going to bring in John Jones. We're going to bring in Sam Wellman. Snicky going for the hat trick outside of the post. Or no, yeah, they were going for the hat trick. Outside, they got the side netting. So we've double changed. Jones ain't running for a ball all the way that far out. But that course though is 7,100 yards. That Philadelphia Cricket Club course, bro. I haven't played anything that long. I think the longest course I've played was 6,600 yards. Moccasin Run I think is 5,200, 5,100, which is like most public courses are like that. They're in the 5,000s range. And then Windcote around here I think is 6,000. Which again is fine for a public course. That's typical as well for a public course. But oh, what a ball, Cookies! What a ball, Snicky! Oh, wanted that hat trick. Rainey got to it though. Let's sub off. I don't have a defensive center. I think Wellman plays defensive center, but that's it. Yeah. So Wellman, what a save. So Wellman will have to come. So I don't have an AMC to replace him, even if I moved him center or moved them for Jack. Shit. Twinkle, and Rainey's got that. So we should be able to see this out. It's 5-0. I don't think there needs to be any more highlights. We still have another one coming here in the 82nd, but I was hoping it would just skip through to the end. It's 5-0. We don't need to score anymore, and they don't have a chance in hell of winning the game. So I'd like for them not to score. Good cutout, Frack. Nicely done. This match still going. Here's Frack. Over the top for Sheamus. Did they stay on? No. Offsides. Oh boy. Brown offsides as well. Let's see it out. Casey Caulfield of America versus Lei Chin Ying of Chinese Taipei, and now it's the Taiwanese who's ahead. Final set. The American needs to win this set to win to force a playoff. Here we go. Trophy lift. Let's go. I can get snip tool ready. Come on. There we go. Yeah. All right. There we go. Carry it all around. We've won the title. Oh my God, my manager is so short compared to the players. But carry it all around. 5-0 in the end. You also know what that means. We got to play that sweet, sweet victory. But there you have it. Kloof is 6,300 yards. That's fine. DCC is 6,750. See, that's long. The only reason I don't like the longer courses, like the 7,100 ones, is you'll get this shit on there that's like, oh, it's a 223-yard par 3. And I'm like, no, it's not, bud. That's what we call a short par 4. Okay? A par 3 is like 150 to 190 yards. That's a par 3. Okay? GG, GG. Cookies in the 14th, Twinkle in the 24th, Snicky in the 26th, myself from the spot in the 38th. We were 4-0 up at half, and then Snicky bagged their brace in the 54th. 3-0 the final. We are champions. Victory, yeah. There you have it. Now to post this in all the gaming channels and every Discord. There we go. Let's see results around the grounds, by the way, as well. AFC Ainsdale, Ryan in the 32nd before Welsh in the 42nd. Meant it was 2-0 at the break. And then Ryan again in the 53rd and completing his hat trick in the 61st. Made it 4-0 to AFC Ainsdale. Over Rushford Park, Burskov Dynamo, Manchester Saints Athletic. It was Millington in the 5th. Well, actually, it was Burns in the 2nd for Manchester Saints Athletic. Before Millington, 3 minutes later in the 5th, made it 1-1. Brown in the 30th made it 2-1 for Burskov Dynamo. They win, and that crawls them out of relegation. Big win over Manchester Saints Athletic, who can't find separation. Had they won, they'd be on 16. Burskov would be on 13. Or no, Burskov would be on 12, and Manchester Saints would have been on 18. That would have been a good, decent position to be in. We won 5-0. Norcross Simpson in the 84th away, Downs Durnan District under 21s to another defeat. Southport and Ainsdale Amateurs and Trafford United. Humphreys in the 21st before Jevons in the 32nd. Made it 1-1 at the half. Cotton from the spot in the 48th and from the spot again in the 56th. Gave Trafford United the 3-1 victory on the road. So they're still in the promotion fight for right now. But they're 4 points back of Norcross. Walmer Bridge, Neal in the 81st. It's the only goal of the contest as they down Chesterton 1-0. Also in the promotion fight, Walmer Bridge. They stay right there, only 4 points back from Norcross. But we are champions. Trafford United, still to come. We still have, I think, 5 games left in the league. Been absolutely amazing. 5 games left in the league still. But my cousin's friend lives on Blair Atoll, which is the 3rd longest golf course in the world, at 8,420 yards. What the actual shit? So that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I'm going to have a cheeky save here before we get into the post-match press conference. Uh, Also buys me time to keep posting that image in all the gaming channels. But yeah, it felt really good. Where is? I joined a new Discord, and I went through. By the way, you'll be very proud of me. I was talking about having to cut Discords, right? I've done so. I've managed to leave like 20 Discords. So I cut the number of Discords I'm in, and my reward was to join one. Um, but let's attend the press conference. Ed kicked us off with the first question from Keenan Blake at Sporting Life. You're big favorites for this competition. With the team we have here, there was nobody who could really stand in our way. That's cocky, but I love it. We're going to answer. Just how proud of you to add it to the silverware. I'm absolutely delighted. You've sealed the title. I'm absolutely delighted. The title race is almost forward. Everyone remain focused and professional. You hate the trucking Discord so much? No, I'm still in the trucking Discord. After winning, I actually moved it up the list. After winning the Mid Lancashire League First Division, surely the board and the fans are going to be even more demanding. You have to work under the pressure that comes with it. Today's a great moment. I think the squad is capable of going on to become a real force. Uh, the players deserve all the credit in the world. They've made this moment happen. This should be their moment. And what was labeled as the biggest match? Oh, it's a brilliant feeling. Brat looked unbeatable. Brat makes opening look. Can you keep this fantastic confidence begets punches suggesting to the players smile warming. No, their confidence is high, but it can only bring good performances. Twinkle was incredible, by the way. Long term appears to be on course. Yep. You've got one of the best defensive records in the league. Yeah, fantastic players. Whole squad is on. Okay, yep, that's fine. We are done with the press conference, thankfully. Let us end the YouTube video. CLG FC episode 111. Thank you, or as Zig puts it, 111. Oh, season. But yeah, 111. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you. We got to run out the rest of the season. We'll see you for the next game in episode 112. Until then, take care.